But I don't tell jokes, and people sometimes have a little trouble understanding what that means for a comic. How can you be a comic or a comedian if you don't tell jokes? That doesn't even make sense. They don't get it. I was on a Disney cruise. It was a 4-day cruise, 3 nights, and the first night I had to do a performance for the parents, and then 2 nights later I had to do a performance for the children of those parents. And the adult show went great. I mean, it wasn't an adult show. The show for the parents, it went great. And 2 nights later, I'm standing backstage on the Disney Wonder, staring out into the performance theater. And it's a Broadway-style theater, 1,400 seats, balconies, just this gorgeous Broadway theater. I'm peeking. Nobody can see me. I'm watching the children come in. Their ages 4 to 5, up to about 12. The older kids on the final night are having parties, teenage parties. The younger kids are with moms and dads. But that 5 to 12, that's the group coming in with me. 1,400 children are coming in. I haven't done children's shows for years, so I'm actually a little, oh boy, this is exciting. Can I even pull this off, or what'll happen? And I'm peeking, I can see the guy coming out to introduce me. Well, it wasn't a guy, it was Goofy. He's coming out to introduce me. And I felt a tap on my shoulder. I looked, it was the cruise director, a young lady in her 20s. And the cruise director is the boss of all of the entertainment on a ship. He or she, the cruise director, is the boss. You do what he or she says to do. And she said to me, Bob, saw your performance the other night, got lots of great responses. I said, oh, thank you, I'm so glad. Bob, I noticed, though, that you didn't tell any jokes. That, very good. I didn't. I don't actually tell jokes. No. But Bob, the children, they know you're a comedian. They associate comedy with jokes. So if you could just tell 2 or 3, that'd be great. I said, whoa. I don't know 2 or 3 jokes. I know like 1 joke. Well, tell that one. I don't think it would be appropriate. She said, Bob, it's what Walt would have wanted. So I walked through the curtains. I stood before 1,400 children, ages 5 to 12. And because she's the boss, I told my joke. Children, hey. Perhaps you've heard the one about the older woman who lost her husband. And just so we're all on the same page here, especially for those of you who are a little bit younger, when I say that she lost her, when I say that this older that she lost her husband, I don't mean when I say that she lost him, I don't mean it was like she was going, whoa, where'd my husband go? The man actually died. It was sad. Now go on now. But she went on the day of the funeral. She went down to see him, to view him, to preview. You know, kids, how you see a little piece of a movie that makes you excited about the whole thing. It's kind of like that, except not so much really. And as she was looking at him, the funeral director came up and said, ma'am, is there anything I can do for you at this very, very sad time? She said, well, there is one thing. As you can see, my husband is being buried in his gray suit. And I know he wanted to be buried in his black suit, but that's his favorite one, so it was all worn out. And that's why I brought the gray suit. But now I am feeling badly about the color. I wonder if it'd be possible for you in the next couple hours before the funeral to run over to the men's store, buy him a black suit. I'll pay you whatever it costs. He said, ma'am, consider it done. Well, the funeral, kids, was wonderful, and everybody was very, very happy. Nobody was happy, really. A couple weeks later, she realized that she had never gotten a bill from the funeral director, so she called him up. She said, please, sir, tell me, what do I owe you for the suit? He said, ma'am, as luck would have it, you don't owe me a thing. On that very day after you had left your husband, another woman came in to see her husband. And her husband was being buried in a beautiful black suit. And she said to me, I'm feeling badly because I know my husband always wanted to be buried in a gray suit. So I just switched the heads.